All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Hibike Euphonium OVA number 2. The Ensemble contest.
Yes!
Okay,
we're back.
cool.
It's been 3 years.
Three whole years.
It's been 83 years.
It feels way more than 3 years because, like, when we stopped, that was at the end of the first year of COVID. Which was, like, that's a
age ago.
That's a whole age ago. And yet it's like,
wild.
okay, that's in some ways how short of a time quarantine actually was, you know.
But also, like
feels
thinking
way
about it
longer.
in terms of YouTube turns, like that's
Yeah.
about 1,000 videos ago.
Pretty close,
Yeah.
700 or 800, somewhere around there.
No, because if you assume 365 videos a year
Well,
times 3 years, that's literally
oh
over
no,
1,000
then
videos.
then way more than that.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we're like 12
like
videos a
1,200
week.
1,200 videos ago.
Yeah.
But y'all,
Damn.
this is the thing. Anime does continue eventually, somehow,
Yes.
because anime is magical and beautiful and
Yep,
special.
this one especially.
And this one especially. This is not just cute girls doing cute things. This is cute girls doing amazing things, extremely well animated.
Yes.
And also just tearfully wonderful story as well. And KyoAni is, kicking and going, and we're so glad this studio is here just doing amazing things.
Yeah, the fact
and
that we're able to get this in such a relatively short time after everything that happened.
Everything that happened.
Holy shit,
all
it's
that
incredible.
is amazing. Just
Yeah.
so glad the studio exists, and
Yes.
yeah, and still, rest in peace to those that we lost and stuff, because I think a lot of them specifically were on the Hibike Euphonium.
Oh,
like,
I
team
believe so.
specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, let's eventually get other shows eventually to get their season 3s. We got a Spice and Wolf remake.
We got a Spice and Wolf remake, so anything is
So
possible.
where's Dorohedoro 2?
Yes.
Land of the Lustrous 2 or something like that.
Well, I mean, we know what's keeping Land of the Lustrous held
that's
up.
true.
But yeah.
But I'm very excited to have a mini movie of sorts, or a triple episode to kind of segue us into season 3.
I'm especially happy
Because
about
I need
this.
that a little bit of restart into the story.
Restart into the story, but also the movie that covered Kumiko's second year. That was a much shorter time frame than what we got for her first year.
True.
So like getting that full that extra bit of introduction to
foundation.
even the characters that were introduced in the movie, and then new characters
Right.
for the season, new first years, and all that stuff. That'll be really good.
Because we're getting a high school story that actually progresses from year to year quite quickly. And that's kind of fucking awesome. But also, it means that, hey, our main character, it needs extra time to make sure we're not just forgetting
Oh yeah,
her.
because this is her final year in high school.
Right.
After that,
What?
she's dead, right?
Right. No. In this world, people that graduate can still come back into the story.
I would love to see Kumiko and Asuka reunite at university. That would be awesome.
pretty
That
awesome.
would be really cool.
Yeah. But all right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. So many memories.
Yep.
Yeah.
They've come so far.
Uh-huh. A lot of people aren't going to be there anymore. Moved on, graduated, change of life direction.
Yep.
ふみこちゃん始まっちゃいますよ先行っちゃうよカラオケがいいな何してたのごめん
This hallway. Right. Yeah. Uh-huh.
もうその後さ
Right. You have so many new first years. Whoa. Because you guys did so well, and now
Yep.
people
How
are
is
like,
it being in this position? Right.
部内ミーティングを始めます奪ったプリントを見てください文化祭も終わって
Yeah, I barely recognize, like,
Oh yeah.
a third of the characters in there.
まずドラムメジャーからアンサンブルコンテストは
Okay.
Drum major. Okay.
中学、高校、大学、府大会から全国へと勝ち進むシステムも一緒です。
College mentioned.
明確に違う点は小編成での演奏だという点です。
Okay.
1編成
How
は
small?
3人以上8人以下
That's real small.
の演奏と決まっています。
そして不大会は12月末に行われます。一つの学校につき1編成。
Gotcha.
Oh,
so this is
shit.
gonna be
We are
real
going to be
competitive.
hyper selective then.
Yeah.
先生は一部の人間が関わるよりが関わった方がいいという考
Okay.
えです。それって各自規定に沿って部内で編成を自由に12月初
Ah.
旬演奏会
And the best one will then represent the school.
Damn.
代表を決めることとします。北宇治高校2年吹奏楽部
Right.
部長大前久美子まだ慣れない。
Yep. But
Hey,
I'm
doing
in
great.
action. I'm moving.
Yep.
So dramatic and over the top.
まだミーティングのたびに緊張してんのか？
Of course.
話してる間は普通なんだけどね。終わるとどっと疲れが。
結構タイトだよな。
そうなんだよね。
久美子は誰かと組む予定？
いやまだ全然あぶれた子のフォローに入る感じかな。
It's not what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
特には
You know, we could join up.
なあなあで済ますような子は嫌。
Ooh.
さすが。
らしいな。
The whisper. Like,
Right, right.
Like they don't want to say it to like
Uh-huh.
antagonize her. Just like,
呼び出してすみません。
いえ、
yes.
先生なんかいつもと雰囲気が。
Yep. A bit bedheadish.
Mm-hmm.
寝坊したせいかもしれませんね。
私も全然布団から出られなくて。
She's able to like make small talk with him because she doesn't have a crush on him.
見るな見るな見るな見るな。それでお話。
校内オーディション
Who's watching? Oh, that's just another teacher. Oh, okay.
相談？松本先生ではなく、皆さんの投票で決めたいと思いまして。
Wow. That can lead
Oh,
to
shit.
like politics, kind of.
Yeah.
人の演奏を評価するのもいい機会だと思っています。
That sounds like
た
it.
だその際に3年生にも投票してもらうかどうか。見に来る先輩はいるだろうし。なら、俺はしてもらった方がいいと思いますけど。
Why did you think they shouldn't though?
演奏メンバーだけの投票にした方が結果に納得できると思います。
副部長とドラムメジャーを
Yeah, yeah.
考えて
President, what's your thoughts?
部長はどう
I have to think about it.
投票を2つに分け
Wow.
るといいんじゃない
Gonna
ですか。
side with neither.
生の投票と3年生を含めたお客さんで来てくれた人の一
いいかもな。
But then, how do you determine who actually
しか
wins?
し、そうなると
Right.
結果が割れる。
You just weight them differently.
ですよね。
その時は高坂が言う通り、生の投票結果を優先すれば、
Yeah.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. Weight
I
them
like it.
higher.
私もそれなら構いません。
わかりました。
It's fun
では
because
部内
Kumiko's answer was an appearance-based one.
投票することにしましょう。多くの部員に配慮した優れた案だと思います。
Oh, really?
なんか決まってしまう。
And now we're here. Yep.
とはいえ不満は出るときには出るし、しっかり前もって説明して。
Mhm.
何が出るんですか？なんでもないよ。部長、いますか？報告に来ました。もう決まったの？お願いします。
Whoa.
Okay.
かなでちゃんとは組まなかったの？私は組みたかったんですよ。かなでが金管をやふわふ騙されてはいけないです。この子が木管五重奏をやるって言ったんです。かなでが先だって。
Okay.
それじゃあかなでちゃんは？ホルンをこの子に取られて。だって木管五重奏にはホルンが必要。
Right. A lot of it would just be determined by who needs what.
やりたいものがあったら急いだ方がいいですよ。
みっちゃんは誰かに誘われたりしたの？
ノーコメントで。
No comment.
じゃあ私とバリ中四重奏やるって言ったのに。
誘われてないけど。
維心伝心。
Telekinesis.
Wrong power.
Yeah, yeah. You mean telepathy? Yeah, yeah.
ホルン三重奏か。
はい。ライヒャの6つの。
Oh, is that gonna like monopolize the French horns then?
部長はやっぱり高坂先輩とですか？
Oh.
いやまだ決まってないけど。
さっき高坂先輩がうちのパートリーダー誘ってたのですみません。それじゃあ失礼します。
Yeah, maybe some thoughts hasn't been put into what happens with
ちょっと寂しかったりします？レーナだって
certain instruments and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a fun way to basically like touch base with all the interpersonal dynamics.
Yeah.
アンサンブルコンテストに向け吹奏楽部は動き出した。コンテストまで2ヶ月弱あるが決める演奏会は12月頭。
曲決め練習時間を考えると実はかなりタイトなスケジュー
Oh
ルにな
yeah.
る
But it gives a lot of agency to the individual members. And you're going to see a lot of stars come out of this because they'll end up being given more space to play their instrument without being in a large
Sure.
setting. They might be the sole, like, euphonium player, for instance, in their group.
仕事に自分の練習今はまだ
Her little corner. The Kumiko noises.
Yeah. Forgot now I missed those.
の時期が来たらと思うと泣いてる
Classic Kumiko overhearing something while in her corner.
Right. Oh my god. I had a feeling it was gonna be her.
Yeah.
鎧塚先輩先輩もここで練習ですか滝先生が空き教室用意してくれたから
Mm.
問題受験ですもんねあ
Yeah.
リリカちゃんパートリーダー頑張ってますよならよかったうんちょ指汚れちゃいますよいやではなくて窓開けるのうまいねえさっきちょっとしか開かなかった内側からだとコツがいるのかもしれませんねそうじゃない自分が分か
I'm
った
trying to compliment you. Yeah.
Right. This is the socialize, right?
Yeah, yeah.
窓開けるの上手で嬉しかったそれだけ
Yeah. Okay.
That's all you're good at.
こ
Oh.
こ数日でどんどん埋まってくな
部長久美子先輩
あ
Right. Still
Yeah.
not fully
Uh-huh.
accepted being president. That was really cool.
Yeah.
トロンボーンの子に一緒にやらないかって言われて
かなでちゃんとみっちゃんも決まったし
はい
金管70層だ
ティータイムって言ってましたコンクールメンバーが多いので演奏が楽しみです
さっちゃんたちは何やるの
高貴なる武道士をたたえてです
確か10人でやる曲だよね
アレンジして頑張れば絶対吹けないという曲ではないですし
Okay.
Cool.
気持ち的にサボっちゃう気
Yeah.
がして
Stretch ourselves. Yeah.
Sure.
Headbats. Yes. Good little kohai.
そうですか
Right. Kumiko gets to give people headpats now.
Yes.
自分より優れた相手に嫉妬しない性格果たして長所なのか短所なのか
Mm.
何か言うべきか部長として何が正しいか考えてしまう
Yeah. Sure.
言い固まっていく感覚が恐ろしくもありまだ未熟だと言い聞かせるので精一杯だ
Right. The feeling of getting, not picked when you're the third year.
Right.
遅くなってごめんね
いいよここで謝るのは違うと思う
That's
What
right.
does
Be more
Reina think,
confident.
though? Reina makes no comment though about that. Yeah.
川島先生
なんか始まった
ありがとうございますです
どういたしまして久美子ちゃんは部長さんなんですから
Yes. Yes.
謝りどころはちゃんとしておいた方がいいと
部の士気にも影響が出るってこと
Sure.
But now you care about appearances, Reina.
何かあったらちゃんと頼ったよねそのためのドラムメジャーと
私たちもいますしそうそうドーンと何でも言ってよ
遠慮なく肉まんをおごってもらうの
OK そうじゃ
Yeah. But what does it mean then?
チューバの鈴木さんもうどこ入るか決まったんだよねかなでちゃんたちと組んだね
お
さすが久石さん抜け目ないよねレーナも勧誘やってるんだっけホルンの子から聞いたそっか何あなんでもない
If you wanna join, maybe ask.
私のチパカブラだいぶメッキ剥がれてき
木じゃなくてラッカーだけどね
そうなの
ニジマスをトラウトサーモンと呼ぶようなものでしょ
トラウトサーモンって鮭
川魚だけどトラウトは海で繁殖するために
レーナちゃんお魚が食べたんですね
We
No.
learn more Reina lore.
受け売り
じゃあ私買い物あるから
またね
Now, Kumiko, here's an opportunity in case you wanted to confess.
Yeah.
I mean, ask to be in her group.
Yeah.
魚好きなんだね
Yeah, it's like she can't specifically ask it, and thus is forced to making small talk,
全然知らないのに
Right, and yet Reina wants her to ask because she wants to see her be motivated.
一緒にやんか
Why don't we?
噛んだ80層やろうと思う実はさっき加藤さんを誘った
Oh.
何
その顔。だって思ってたタイミングと違う。なんかムカつく。何そ
Oh my god.
別に嫌ならいいけど。
Ah!
やらせてください。
Wow. Wow. Amazing. Kumiko, you should never play hard to get. You're not good at it.
Yeah.
That's Reina's thing.
ホルンの森本さんやの井上さんにも声をかけており。
Right, and
Okay.
with both of you in the group, it makes it especially competitive because
一人のパーカー
of your roles in the club.
自分は不釣り合いと断り続けていたが、同じモナカのメイン任せとき。 葉月ちゃんがそこまで言うなら断る方が悪いし。
Okay.
本当？
He's got a future in politics, this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Success.
オーケーでしょ。こうしてメンバーが出揃い。
All right.
An octet.
Now
Fun.
time to start
ここ
practicing.
って挨拶するのもあれだけど、
Mm-hmm.
トロンボーン担当の
Classic boy.
言ってなかった
Yeah.
っけ？
Yeah.
有料物件でしょ。そう。
おい
Oh, really?
ペット担当小日向ゆめです。全然。
First year trumpet player, you're gonna.
ありがとうございます。
You must
You're
be
in a good group. Yeah.
よろしくお願い
Juna
しま
or
す。
Inoue?
同じくパーカスの鎌谷燕です。よろしく。
うん
加藤葉月です。
Yeah.
頑張ります。道代です。実は幹部に囲まれ私も緊張してます。同学年だよ。UFO 担当大前久美子です。
Mm-hmm.
よろしくお願いします。トランペット担当です。よろしく。なんかワクワクしてきた。全力でやりましょう。
All right.
そ
Okay.
して私たち
Fun.
はンダ80層で校内予選に参加することになっ
Nice distribution of third, second, and first years too.
Yeah.
I was worried that Reina would be like, no first years. You know?
Right, right.
しましょう。メンバーが決まりません。
But in a lot of ways, this is probably good setup for the future school year because it's like,
Uh-huh.
待ってね。
hey, let's get you working with the people that are really motivated so you kind of match that energy.
4人にあとここと
Oh, a group that just has a bunch of instruments that
めそうだけど。
maybe don't work together.
そうでしょうか。
Or they just
私もちょっと考え
didn't
て
get
みる。
picked, so need help finding a group.
Right.
ありがとうございます。大前部長は優しいですね。
Yeah, yasashi, but it's yeah,
優しいとかじゃなくて部長としてお
Oh.
編成表です。コンバス20層。今回は誰も誘ってくれないから、いろいろ教えられればモトムくんのレベルアップにもつながるかな。ドーベンのメヌエットにしようかな。クラリネットはカルテットやるって話
Oh,
してました。
well.
で、状況が悪化している。だね。ここからさらに4人消える。
Those people aren't going to end up being in a group.
Yeah.
部員全員が振り分けられるわけないし。やっぱり何人か2つの編成で兼任してもらうとかしてもらわないとダメかも。
No.
その人に負担がかかって、演奏のレベルが落ちる。
Yeah.
わかるけど、やっぱり無理だよ。でもツバメ切手と別々の動きできないし。演奏する曲はマリンバがすごく引き立つし、ツバメがマリンバがいいと思うけど。何？カマヤさん、不安あるみたい。タイミングずれてたでしょ。確かに。チューバとマリンバが改善点ね。チューバはある程度想定はしていたけど。でもツバメちゃんがいいって言ったの
That's
は
just so much casual, effectively be real animation footage.
実際うまいし。
So good.
じゃあ週一は上手だから。疑ってるの？
Just the bias. So real.
向こうから誘われたんだけど。そうなの？アンコンやるって決まった日に私のところに来たの。
Whoa.
Gotcha.
から先輩誘
Yeah.
すごいよ。
Okay.
But
っていうカレーナを。なんか中学の時からやってみたかった曲らしくて。だから一緒に出てみようって。彼女もうまいって。
yeah. There it is. Yeah.
じゃあ結局みんなうまさ優先？まあね。
You gotta start somewhere.
Right.
お父さんもすごくうまくなってるし、笑われた子もいるけど。私は私を誘ったのもかなでちゃんに断られた。だったら嫌？いやという。
God, just the lovely little bits of body animation.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Being honest with yourself.
だって一番がいいでしょ。ねえ何選ばれるなら。正直に言うと久
久石さんは最初から誘って久美子って決めてた。その割に誘うの遅かったんです。
Maybe I wanted you to ask to
私
join.
以外と組まないって。
Wow.
嘘っぽい。フォローに回るって言ってたし。
Yep.
それに久美子って中学の時は
Right.
断られたら嫌だし。
I was nervous. Nervous about asking.
Okay.
私もレイナと一緒にやりたいなって思っていたよ。誘ってくれてありがとう。
Oh.
にお礼言われることじゃないし。だいたい UFO で一番うまいのは。
Right, right. It's, you know,
はい
it's...
はい全部嬉しい。
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ほら。
Oh no, wait. Wait.
もし来年私よりうまい
If this is going so well,
レイナはどうするんだろう。
then what's the conflict of the... Oh no. Wait.
No, it's gonna be fine. I think it's...
私は蓋をした。
Oh no, no, I can smell it. I can smell it coming.
なんでここに。なんでって。
Hey!
心配だからに
Good to see you two!
Yeah.
演奏会でオーディションしてアンコンの代表を決めるんだ
Mm-hmm.
Right.
はい。
何か手伝えることないかな。
でも
So are they actually gonna form another group?
3人とも合格したから。本当ですか？
Wow.
どこに入るか決まってない子がいて、たらその子たちのサポートを。
その前に言うことない。
Yeah.
おめでとうございます。
Yeah, 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 yeah,
決まったら連絡してね。
どうも。勝手に夏希先輩の名前も書いていってしまっ
yeah. True. I was wondering why there were 3.
Mm-hmm.
一応確認に行った方がいいよね。
Yeah, just in case.
Right.
それと私は出ない。
Ah, right.
誘ってくれて嬉しか
Right,
っ
because
た。
we still haven't officially transferred into third
Right.
year yet. We're at the end of the 2nd year, basically. Oh.
ですけど、自分で言わなくてもいいんですか？自分でも言うよ。そうですか。
Hey.
どうしたの？
So you got voluntold for something.
Yeah, yeah,
なん
yeah.
ですけど何か聞いてませんか？え、別に
No. Yeah.
後輩がおめかしして教室までわざわざ来たの。どこか変わった？わからないんですか？なあ美容院に
いや
髪切ったんですよ。
You did?
ゴミでも
休み時間終わっちゃうから。
何勝手に人の名前。
Yeah, yeah.
夏希先輩はお気持ちだけで十分なんでって言われないためのうざい OG 化してんのはあんたの方じゃないの？大前ちゃん遠慮なく言って誰がよ。
それで参加の方は
I mean, yeah, I'll do it, but...
だからこいつと別だと嬉しい。はあ、今な
Well, is it possible?
なでちゃん行こう。
Yep. Our work here is finished.
いいんですか？ほっと
Yep, they'll be at it for a little bit.
こうして3年生の協力もあり、
We're able to form 2 groups, maybe?
11月を過ぎ
Because the minimum was 3, right?
Yeah.
So the duet is the one that I'm not sure how they're actually going to be properly, like, you know, competing. Or if they're just forming a group to just help practice, you know?
Maybe.
But they're not actually going to participate.
Yeah, I
And
don't
I guess
know.
that counts because they're still doing something.
Right.
みこちゃん
Yeah.
探して
Yeah,
ま
these
した
two,
よ
yeah.
練習始めたい？
ごめん遅れた。遅い。チューバは遅れすぎ。それとチューバはもっと音量差つけて。
Whoa. Tense.
Mm-hmm.
じゃあもう一度最初から。
But this is how Taki did it, so it's fun, right?
緑に言われてたでしょ？謝りすぎるなって。
久美子のタイミングでどうぞ。
Kick us off. Okay.
あれから1ヶ月点だったチューバとマリンバは相変わらずちぐはぐな状況が続いていた。少しずつ上達している葉月ちゃんにマリンバのツバメちゃんは日に日に自信をなくしているように感じ。
Right, the mental strain of being, like, in this group with a lot of really skilled players.
Right.
何かある？
I needed this to come from someone else other than me, otherwise it would
Right.
sound like I'm berating. Yeah.
はい。次の休日2人で練習しない？
the two of us so that way it'll be a more relaxed atmosphere.
But still,
But
you
you
need
do-
the practice. Yeah.
のぞみ先輩のフルートだ
I also like that because
Yeah.
that means it's more like one-on-one focus
ツバメ
with
ちゃんと
new
練習するんで
characters.
しょ、私も一緒にいい？
Love that her flute still carries through, like in the movie, you know? Just
Yeah.
負けませんよ。実は一番のライバルは
私も練習出た方がいい、
Let's.
ママの練習と一緒になっちゃうから私が厳しすぎる。レーナの言ってることは正しい。
it's just to break
け
up
ど
to
そ
the
れだけ
usual
に
stuff,
言われた方は追い詰められちゃう。
especially if you feel powerless to change it.
視点
Right.
変えてあげるのもいいかなって
Yep, just break the rhythm.
気にしてるの、そういうわけじゃないけどレーナはレーナのままで
Yeah. Yeah, and you can focus on this one.
すっかり足手まといになっちゃってるからな。
Yes.
そんなこと
No.
ない
Oh wait,
と
no.
思うけど
いや、ある。本当はみっちゃんのことを誘いたかったんだろうし。
But she got nabbed pretty quickly. And that was her whole comment of, damn it, you know? Yeah, certain instruments are a hot commodity, basically.
Sure.
Because there's only so many people that play them.
しっかり聞きすぎて遅れてるのかも。楽器って息吸って鳴るまでのタイムラグがあるでしょ。計算が抜け落ちてる。
神子はそんな計算
you do that?
いちっていうか体育から意識してると自分の意志と楽器の出る音が。
後藤先輩にも言われたよ。基礎練習の意味を考えろって。頑張って武者修行するよ。
待った。じゃあ始めようか。一度ツバメの演奏
Oh.
を聞いてくれない？
Oh, we got a metronome, okay. Sounded good, but
Okay.
どう思う？
what's the point?
ツバメちゃんマリンバ上手だよ。
リズム感だけが致命的で。
え？でも今は叩けてたよね。
テンポがきちっと決まっているから。っていうか、ノリみたいなのが合わなくて。
Because
Wait.
Kumiko's.
人と一緒だと、
Oh, sure.
しかもアンコンだと指揮者がいないから、なおさら。
Gotcha. Okay.
So
わかった。
anybody else wavering is gonna make her throw it off, okay?
じゃあ行くよ。
Yeah, you were just in the zone. That was good.
息。
息息
マリンバって呼吸する必要ないから
Okay.
意識してないのかもだけど息継ぎする必要があるから今見てたらツバメちゃん
Okay.
いや、まさかそん嘘マジか
Whoa.
そんなの考えたことなく。
もう同じように息継ぎしてくれないと合わない
Wow, that's
Okay.
cool. It's like synchronized swimming almost.
ここだって
It's a physical act. Yeah, yeah.
でも、
Okay.
そういうことってあると思うよ。そんなことも知らなかったの
自分にとって当たり前のことでも他の人にとってはそうじゃないツバメちゃんの演奏は劇的に変化した
Whoa, and
Okay.
and that just awareness breathing together made it work. Okay.
All right.
次第に演奏にも自信が生まれてきたよ
Right, because now she knows what's going on.
同時に葉月ちゃんのチューバにも
It's
変
amazing
化
how
をもたらして
much
いた
in any kind of physical performance, even if it's
The
an
slightest
artistic
change.
one, no, it comes from breath control and
Oh,
from
yes.
長い伸ばしもしっかりと音が出るようになりましたし、音の形が安定してきました。
and from learning that in one sport or artistic expression, it translates over to another.
Yeah.
見てからみんな急によく
みんなが頑張った
Yeah, you might have it as like a coach or something. Yeah.
やっぱり部長に向いてるんだと
Yeah, you're good at opening
Right.
windows.
You're not just nice.
Yeah, yeah.
レーナにそう言ってもらえると嬉しいよそして本番
Alright.
当日を迎えた
演奏を聞いてて思いました。これは負けられないな。
チーム高坂っていうんだ私たち
I mean, she is the superstar. Yeah.
Yeah.
チーム ム被災し、
うちはトップはいませんので、言うなればチーム平和主義か。
Team pacifist.
なんかあるっぽく聞こえるけど。
Says the person who was just shadowboxing.
の演奏って意外な人が上手かったりして面白いですよね。滝先生も部員の実力を見極めて。
来年のコンクールの？
そうですよ。こう選ばないと
Sure.
もったいないですもんね。
純粋にアンサンブルを楽しみにするのって部長としての自覚が足りないのかな。
Now you're overthinking it.
Yeah.
むしろそれが正しいんじゃないですか。
珍しく
Be present.
優しいね。
私はいつでも優しいですけど。
There's something to be said for
Oh,
the,
yeah.
yes. But the casting for this show, I forget how good the voice actors do of showcasing the little bits of extra emotion in even the most, rote dialogue.
Right.
I'm gonna have to
That
do
must
this
be
again
such
on
a
the way
pain
up.
to constantly move around.
Yep.
大前さんって1年からずっとコンクールメンバーでしょ。
Yep, the heavier side over here.
コンクールの本番って緊張はするかな。
Uh.
よいしょ私下手だしコンクールメンバーになれないのは当たり前だと思ってたけど、コンクールに出たいって思ってもいいのかな。
That's literally what my season 1 arc was.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
ダメなんて
But now she gets to be that person supporting someone like her in that case
Right.
because she remembers what it was like to feel that way. Yep, take that step up. Yep.
Pushing it on her own. Kumiko completely forgets to help her because she's doing
部長
just
として
fine.
やっていけるか。今はツバメちゃんのちょっとした変化が。
All right.
Ah.
結構な期間をこのメンバーで練習してきたけど、今日でようやくその成果を見せることができて、コンテスト出場を目指しましょう。
Okay. Hands in.
Yep.
久美子、
ダウジファイト
Oh. If I wasn't getting all this just wonderful animation in front of me, I'd be closing my eyes right now. This is so
Yep.
peaceful. Nice. Not seeing the full thing yet.
Right.
Okay. Here we go. And they ended up working together.
Yeah, 'cause of course they did.
Nice. So many first years.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Probably meaning that the school got a bit of a reputation.
Dang, okay.
All right. Hey.
Oh. Well, you do have a split decision, though.
Yep.
Wow. So the 4 clarinet players gonna be taking it there.
一口食べる。チョコマンって美味しいの？そんなこと言って押し付ける気でしょ。
She hasn't
Is
even
that a
taken a bite
problem?
yet.
ほら。
What did you expect from
Chocolate on
chocolate?
chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah.
チョコマンでよかったらあげるけど。
サイズゴッド。はい。緑にもください、コッテス。
What do you know? Those two like sweet
メン
things.
バーは会場から帰る頃だね。決まったみたいですしね、クラリネット。
Wow.
それ聞くとやっぱ ぱり悔しかったな。一般投票は私たちが1位だったんだよ。
人気投票だしね。
Yeah.
緑たちも3位でした。
久石さんのところでしょ。部員投票も一般投票も2位だ
あ
ってぐらい悔しがってたもんね。行けばいいでしょ。
Yeah.
みんなで一緒に。
Third year.
次って吹奏楽コンクール。
Whoa. It's like back then.
緑たちの最後の大会ですね。
Mm-hmm.
取るんでしょ金。全国で。
Oh.
Gold at Nationals. Okay.
次の曲が
Right.
始まる
Oh
のです。
shit.
Okay.
This is our setup.
Yeah.
Damn.
So is the third season going to be the final season of the show?
I mean, we've got more music here, but I'm guessing this is all credits. Wow.
All right.
Okay.
I like it.
Yeah, it's basically just a prelude to the season.
Yep.
Like, not a lot of drama, really.
No?
In some ways, they've more set up some specific drama of the
Right.
groups that took the second place in both, specifically.
Yeah.
Kind of coming in with a little bit more fervor and stuff.
Right. And I'm guessing that's why Taki wanted it to be like this, so that way it's the, hey, we're also thinking about next year, so all of you practice your asses off.
Right. I don't
And-
want any of you coming in lazy into third year.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
And that'll also maybe help you all respect each other's individual like abilities.
Right. In that respect, this, as far as performances go, this one was rather extraneous. Like, you didn't really need to
Yeah.
focus on more than just saying, hey, this is who won, this is...
Yep.
And that's why I guess they showed it this
Right,
way.
because their group wasn't the one who ended up being the one competing, representing the school anyways, so...
Yeah. But the part that I do really like about this is that Kumiko could see the ways in which she had come from those exact places that people were in,
Right.
and was now having to kind of speak into that,
Yep.
and had to make some critical decisions that weren't necessarily the most popular decisions,
Sure.
but
Also,
might have long-term consequences in that,
yeah.
like, if you combined it all together, or like, you didn't separate them, but you had both, and they both, like, were weighted equally, then maybe they would have won.
Well,
The group that Kanade was in.
oh, sure. But yeah, I like how it feels like a good example of basically, because you're the everyman and maybe you're a bit of a people pleaser, you are looking out for everybody. And
Right.
so it's not something where it's like, oh, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. I just realized why there's a lot of credits. So they have to credit the actual music that was used in
Yeah.
here. But yeah, I don't believe there's anything else in here. So
Okay, yeah.
just wrap it up there.
Even though the music is beautiful.
All right, we're back for more Hibike Euphonium,
Yep.
and we got ourselves a little bit of a kind of a level set foundation setter for season 3.
Right.
I like that as far as ambition goes for the competition side of things here, this was not about the performances.
Nope.
It was more about a couple of the characters getting some primary focus before we head into season 3. Primarily just Kumiko being the president and what the responsibility of that entails.
Oh, yeah.
And then also the idea of having in this competition setup where we need to select individual separate groups, certain people have a monopoly or a lot of influence in how these groups get defined because there's only so many people playing certain instruments.
Right.
And that's a big thing to think about going into season 3.
Yes. I loved how this, like, I was expecting it to be something where, like, it might be, Taki would actually be like, okay, I'm actually going to basically choose who the people are going to be that's in the
just
team.
Carte
You know,
blanche. You get
guys are all
selected,
the best
you
people.
guys are all there, sent to the
Right.
top.
And
Everyone
yet-
else is in the second tier, and everyone else is in the third tier, or
Right.
whatever.
But he didn't do that. because he was like, no, he basically made the decision to not prioritize this competition for the sake of the next year's competition and making sure that all of them grow as musicians, which I love. And also, the fact that they were all left to their own devices is really cool because that'll probably make them better at practicing in the future. Because Taki is just one person and has limited time, especially with how many more people have been joining the club.
And that's another big thing. When you have new people join the club and you don't necessarily give them the immediate opportunity to then get put into a place where they can perform, they don't necessarily get that confidence or motivation to then go and excel. And there was a point made by one of the characters, I forgot it was one of the side characters, I think it was Hazuki or Midori, was saying that there were people that just showed up all of a sudden, were like, holy shit, they're good. And I think that was kind of what happened with the clarinet quartet, was that they didn't just have a lot of a lot of synergy by all playing the same instrument. There were probably at least one or two of them that were like, holy shit, whoa, they kind of showed up.
And so it's like, okay, given that happened, it's like, all right, when we're choosing our piece, maybe choose something that'll allow them to basically show their chops. Yeah.
The part that I'm still waiting for the dramatic conflict or consequence from this section here is I feel like there were a couple decisions made here that don't have the consequences for them fully played out yet. One of them is the potential political angle of who chose who for specific things here.
It could cause strife.
It could cause strife in the future when we have to get extra selective and then have to pick from an even smaller group of people.
Yeah.
But also the idea that how the voting system played out in such a way that certain groups got snubbed, basically, and certain players didn't get the chance to go far here when they might have had the potential to be at a higher level of play or performance than some of the others.
Yeah,
Because
hard work being not rewarded is probably one of the biggest detractors from motivation. And so if there were to be a negative side effect of this, I would probably see that being the case.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
there definitely was a focus, I would say, on Kanade, especially being the one who was kind of making the point of, oh yeah, you third years are my rivals, basically.
Right.
And as effectively the only other euphonium player as well, there's a fun little thing that could be stirring there as well.
Oh, absolutely. I definitely in not the same thing, but with fencing, I very much feel like the first year, at the school, and everybody else has been there 10 years or more,
right?
And it's like, okay,
it's not just they've been in this, double or triple my time. It's they've been in here a generation longer than me,
right? And it's like, okay, that's
all right, that's a lot.
That's a lot to catch up on.
You're literally the millennial coming up against Gen X, and it's like, it's like, oh my god,
right?
Wow.
But so I'm excited to see how all of the different dynamics that were brought up here might come into play in the third season, and yet not all of them have to, because this is the for our main characters, this is our final performance, right? Because that's going to be it,
That'll be third year.
Yep.
And a wild thing is that if we're getting, another season here, we can effectively go through all of their third year in one season.
Yep.
Given that we were able to do 90% of the second year within a movie, we might do maybe we do not 100% of it all within the third season.
Well, yeah, but
we do all the way up until maybe the actual beginnings of the nationals performance when they win to get out of the regional side of things.
Yeah, we could have something where it's now we spend a bunch of time of them in nationals, but at the same time, nationals is in that earlier part of the year, right? Whereas this performance, the third years for the most part weren't a part of it because focus on exams.
They're working on getting set up for college and everything.
Exactly.
And that's a fun thing to be reminded of, the way that the Japanese school year works, is that there's very clear segmentation in a way that's different than the way that our school system is set up. But yeah, it was cool to also just see, older characters coming back, or just see, our classic, characters that come in, duos, primarily set
prepackaged for shipping.
Prepackaged for shipping and all that good stuff.
The
here.
crush that doesn't, is not going to have anything happen with it.
Never.
And yet at the same time, we're
just
going
really
to
good friends.
Right, and yet we're going to absolutely have a lot of the conflicts framed around the, like the equivalent of like the who are you gonna ask to the school dance,
Right,
you know,
right.
And it's like that.
Oh,
Well,
you waited this long to ask me? Oh,
right, exactly.
so
You
pissed
know,
off.
okay, well if you don't want to, whoa, hang on, I didn't say that. You know, yeah,
I also have to say one of the things I very much will applaud this show always for doing. And I did a little bit of it in the actual reaction, but when these moments are happening and they're kind of having the just engaging with each other, the voice acting feels so just authentic, but also so theater dramatic and stuff.
right.
So,
All the little inflections and bits of action that are present,
you know?
to really make it feel like
without without them going into like baby squeaking kind of, moe kind of talk.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. That
Yeah.
well said. Because it's very easy for it to just go into the like, okay, this is too much.
Yeah,
like, come on.
yeah. Right.
But at the same time, these are people that are communicating with each other, and only like 90% of communication is not the actual words being said. So
It's the nonverbal body language, and then of course
Right.
we're watching a KyoAni animation, so it's good.
Yeah.
I know it's a bit redundant. We're watching a Kyoto animation anime, so it's like, oh my god, yeah, of course we're gonna have all that nonverbal body language and stuff.
Right.
There was also a lot of things from Kanade that I really liked, of her kind of having this like restless, constant like almost like a
where
boxer.
she's like doing the like actual like
shadow boxing and stuff.
Yeah.
I loved that stuff to be like, yeah, she's ready to fight. She's ready to go. She
Yep.
wanted to do this. And it's like,
She's-
okay,
she's
keep
the-
that motivation in for next year.
She's the young blood that's coming in. And it's like, all right, all you old timers,
You whippersnapper.
right. I'm the whippersnapper that's gonna
Yeah.
gonna whip you up into shape. If you're
Right.
getting lazy or something,
Right.
I'm coming for your spot on the throne or whatever.
And then on the quieter side, the subtle animation and stuff communicated from Yoroizuka. Just being
Yeah.
able to be like, hey, are you crying? Oh, what? Why?
Oh, okay,
just thought maybe. You're just wondering.
Right.
You're in the corner here.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want to like join a group list? No. Oh, okay.
By the way, you're good at opening windows.
Right.
What does that mean? It means what it means,
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Like that is with a show that has as big of a cast as of course this show is going to have, because it's the type of club that it is, right? It's nice to see characters that basically were, side characters and then, oh, hey, have their moment of focus, still being, included basically in these scenes, even if they're not going to be
still
included
playing her
included
flute in the
plot.
background. You can hear her.
Yeah, exactly.
We now know emotionally what that means.
Right. The Liz and the Bluebird continue, know?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Then just having all these characters kind of get refreshed in our minds because, well, in a lot of ways, the third season is going to be about mostly probably the difference of new characters and old characters.
Right.
Because you're going to have the characters that are on their way out, final competition and all that. But then you're going to have new blood coming in that's not just the new first years of this year, but the new first years of the next year. So we're going to do this all over again.
Yep, exactly. Which is why it's like, oh. But at the same time, this is kind of helpful because since this is a competition where the third years, for the most part, weren't participating,
Right.
we can kind of just focus on, okay, these are a bunch of new first years and things like that. And then, oh yeah, when we do it all over again, we'll be a bit more ready.
Well, another fun thing with that is the idea that if Kumiko is the Wind Ensemble president again, which she might be, I would
think
say
she's
most
going
likely she will be from
Yeah.
a meta standpoint. I don't see any reason why she wouldn't be. But if she's doing that, then getting set up to then prepare for college, inevitably, doing her exams and all that. And also trying to go for nationals and go for gold and all that.
Yep.
She's kind of stacking her plate quite a lot there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm hoping that in a story that is a very feel-good, generally dramaless one, that they can actually get a little bit into the ways that Kumiko will need to delegate a little bit more.
Yeah,
I could feel the just her her tent poles being stretched a little bit to needing to encompass more.
Right.
But I'd love to see her being like, okay, I'm going to section that off and give that away.
Yeah, it was less about drama between individuals and more about the wind ensemble as a character, right? Because that's what Kumiko is effectively interacting with.
Right.
Because she's now in that position of leadership as opposed to before where she could be the wallflower that would occasionally like, give feedback to that one person who is having an issue with someone else, right?
Right.
And I feel like in season 3 that makes a lot of sense for that to be the way that it is because like I still the people that are first years now and will be second years, right? And then on top of that, the new first years, I will not have the ability to keep up with even half of them, right?
Yeah, we'll need those first few episodes specifically for that.
Exactly.
And we'll need to almost in some ways choose who the main few will be so that we get a nice frontliner or series of frontliners to then put the focus on them for some reason dramatically. And typically, with what we've seen thus far in the previous seasons, is that it has to do with who plays what instrument and how good is, the people playing those instruments and what that means for, competitions and
I
such.
mean, even though it was done, it's like a, sort of not flirting joke. The whole thing of like, oh, if someone came along that was a better youth player than me, would Reina still pick me? Right? And like the conflict of the first season was the whole idea of like, hey, if someone comes along that's a first year and they're really, really good, and they're better than the third year, do you like, right? So if that does end up getting gotten into, great. As a personal thing, I would love to see maybe some family conflicts with Kumiko because when they've brought up Kumiko's family and they've been like involved in something, it's always really good. And especially with the whole going for gold plus senior year plus club president.
I think that'll definitely be part of the later conflict of the season once they get to that point. Yeah. But also, I don't think there's any specific rumblings of this being the final Hibike Euphonium season.
Gotcha. Cool.
So what's most likely going to happen is that the pacing will be a little bit slower than average.
I will say, I would love it if we got a full 2 seasons for the
next year.
At least the next competition like we got for season 1. Because that level of just time and focus for something like this was really great. And
especially given the journey that we've been on.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not like completely against the whole thing of everyone wants to do their anime finale as a movie or something like that. Hey, if you're going to do nationals as a movie, that's fine with me.
Sure.
But I would just rather you still give plenty of time to the third year so that you can get into a lot of those character nuances and things like that.
The second year focus that we got with the third movie, that was not enough.
No.
Like
we
that,
want
not enough.
More.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode or this OVA's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the first episode's reaction to season 3 right now, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.